Week 18 of the National Football League. And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is at the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all-division game. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading them out, the fifth-year Auburn alum got his first career starts last season. Here's Jarrett Stidham.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Stidham. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because not a lot of preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Here's Hill on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now it's Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Graham's got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5.
The 26-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that block. That's big time.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Titans coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. They'll come up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Cook again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now Thomas, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now it's Stidham. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding offense.
3rd and 9 here. That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Stidham is going to keep it on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Stidham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Shoves him aside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. The connection made, it's Graham. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Cook. Diving for the end zone. And get there. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Stidham to throw. That quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball out of every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now it's Stidham. And that's brought in by Knight. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stidham. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the
and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Stidham. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Now Jackson on first down. This to Graham on the short pass. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To help give his guys the advantage here at the break. All right,
right, Coach. Thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Returning it, Justice Hill. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They run it again with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the out route, this ball complete to Graham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, we did all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
He'll get this into the hands of Strong. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out.
Stidham hit, and he lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixing up the middle. Takes it to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Hill shedding the tackle. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A give. This is Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stidham. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We
both enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Ball start, offense.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Cook following the penalty. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. To throw is Stidham. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ball start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Stidham. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Stidham to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. it's Stidham. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They run the counter with Cook. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is taken around the 12. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Stidham. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st down, Stidham. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Knight. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now it's Stidham. Still going inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Shifts by him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 117 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, the win form is number 6 on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.